All right, welcome everybody to our second clan battle for the Little Leagues here. We got Team SpiritRealm versus Team Aetherium, two amazing clans once again. Um, it's going to be interesting to see both clans fight off against each other. Aetherium, pretty new, I'd say. We're waiting on, I guess, Aetherium to ban maps here. Looks like we're going to go with Small Fortress of the Lions.
Small
Um,
forge.
So yeah, we're definitely gonna be interesting to see noble clans fight off against each other. We got Koa, Lil Flo, and Bale from Spirit Empire, or well, Team Spirit Realm. And they're gonna be fighting against Art, Sleeper, and Dangu from Ethereum here. And in case if you don't know how this all works, it's simple. Okay, we start off with a nice 3v3 best of three, two stocks, and then we move on into a 2v2 best of five, and then if needed, we go to the 1v1 tie. So starting off here, we got Koa, starting off in the Wu Shang for Spirit Realm, and we got Art on the Caspian here. How is this looking here, Fasas?
From what I can see so far, it seems like Art is winning the neutral more often than not because they have a pretty floaty playstyle. You can tell whenever they're approaching, they're typically approaching from above, and they'll just do like a triple jump above Koa's head and bait out an attack and then punish. And but the side sigs, we only saw two of them, but the second one takes the stock off the side of the map. And Caspian Sigs are really good on this map because they have a lot of force. And I feel like on Small Fortress it can be somewhat difficult to kill sometimes.
Yeah. So definitely, I mean, Koa here gotta be careful. I mean, they're already down to their last stock. Has to try their best to see if they can take out here Art's first stock. They have the spirit. They gotta utilize their, their tools here. Try to see if they can catch Art a little bit off guard. Maybe punish some of these signatures possibly. Um, Otherwise,
Yeah,
Art's gonna
Koa
get
not
anyway
really
with this
getting
one.
any punishes here, unfortunately. Seems like they're just getting baited out and they
Yeah,
lose their second stock just like that. But there's still chances here.
yeah, most definitely. But it just it puts a little bit more pressure onto Spirit Realm to take these stocks and try to see if they can but maybe a lineup swap maybe needs to be made or something. Something has to change up going into the next rounds, but we'll see it here. It's still pretty early. Ooh, what a
Good
nice
kill.
GCD lights there. And that's gonna be the kill there. Coming in from low flow, able to at least take out the first stock from Art here. Um he's putting in the work on these guitars. He definitely is. Never mind, he
Yeah,
doesn't want
I've
anymore.
seen a lot of Asuri gameplay lately, and I'm starting to realize just how good the legend is. I never really thought Asuri was meta, considering the meta we're in now, but Katars are just so phenomenal, and Sword is also really good in this meta as well. So Asuri is a high tier legend in my opinion, but Art really locking in and doing a lot of damage,
Yeah,
trying
I
to
mean,
extend this lead for as long as he can. Throws the Katars away immediately. That is crazy. I guess he wants to use the Gauntlet 6 to kill again, which makes a lot of sense. But shockingly, he's not really throwing them out here. He's going for a lot of light attacks. There's a D-Sig. I'm expecting another side Sig soon, but no, he just throws his weapon again and goes for unarmed D-Sig twice. 3 times! The third time is the charm.
I was about to say that. Third time's a charm. Interesting options here. Now he's going to be over on the gauntlets once again. Um, he's able to take three stocks so far, so definitely putting in the work here for Aetherium. But Lofo maybe looking to get this KO here very soon. Who goes for that deep ground pound. Gets a recovery, luckily makes it back here. And now gets a nice deal of recovery, doesn't KO. Interesting option there. Okay. Just a light punish there over on the side sig, but gets a nice save, and that's going to be KO. That is going to be Art's stock on. And now we're going to be seeing the second player here from Aetherium. It's going to be Sleeper Moon. Very interesting name. I believe that's a level 100 Mordex. So
Level
we're going
100,
to be
wow.
seeing some nice gameplay. Maybe side. I'm not sure if they're favoring the side more than the gauntlets, but we're going to see here.
I mean, Low Flow doing some good work on Slaver Moon right now. Hasn't really taken much damage ever since they spawned in, and he's already in red. And oh my, disarmed, already going for the kill. I expect a
Oh,
Sig to come out,
okay.
and there's the D Sig. Low Flow bringing Spirit Empire back into the game.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, Lil Flo, oh my goodness, this guy, his guitars is, definitely a highlight of this in-house. Um,
Oh
oh my
my!
goodness, what a side sig.
The
I mean,
Seismic Reed!
just like, oh my,
The
holy,
D-Sig,
oh
the
my,
Sir! Oh my, Lil Flo
that's
might
it.
just be
He doesn't
him,
even need
bro.
it.
Lil Flo
He
might
just,
just be him.
bro, he just took out Sleeper. Like, what? Okay, that is actually crazy.
He
Oh,
made that
Flo,
look
bringing it
easy.
back. Yeah, he made it look like light work. And now it's up to Dango now. I mean, damn. That was just unfortunate for Aetherium. I mean, Sleeper, we didn't get to see much of him because just Glowful just went crazy, man. He just hadn't figured it out from the get-go.
Yeah, Lil Flo proving that he deserves some respect in this game, and he definitely got it because, I mean, he just violated Sleeper. It made him look like he was spectating, but, I mean, Ethereum still has chances here. Dongu, if he can close out this stock, he might have a better matchup into a Magyar here, but Lil Flo is still just cooking left and right and just destroying all of the opposition. Like, who is this?
And he's just figuring them out. I don't know. They're just not able to get the hits in. Maybe he just gets last stock buff. I don't know. Because his second stock wasn't so dominant.
Yeah.
It definitely wasn't so dominant. His last stock is where he's just popping off, and he's just living on these healths, and they're just unable to get the KO here because he just still just applying the pressure. He's just still able to get these KOs, and just like that, that's just a massive lead that Lil Flo got there. I think how much stocks was that? He took what, one out of Art, two out of Sleepy, one out of thing. That's what, four stocks he took in
Yeah.
the last stock that he had basically.
I'm pretty
Um,
sure he took 4 stocks. Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, that was just phenomenal plays. And now we're seeing the last member here for SpiritRealm is going to be Big Good or Bale. He's going to be coming in here on the Magyar. Magyar, pretty chunky boy. It is going to take a while to take this guy out. So let's see here. Does Aetherium take this one, or does SpiritRealm close this one off? Because it started off to be an Aetherium game, but it quickly Lil Flo turned out around to SpiritRealm server.
Yeah, in my opinion, I actually, this might sound crazy, but I actually think Magyar is the worst legend in the game. So if like stocks were even, I would say that Dongu has a chance. But considering that Bale has 2 stocks and just like it doesn't really seem like Dongu's really getting too much in neutral, and yeah, the game's just over. Wow, that is crazy.
Yeah, that is really crazy. Okay, Justin, we're gonna handle this.
Wow, I am just wow.
Yeah.
Lil Flo, he is on my radar now. I definitely hope I never have to see him in the queue.
Yeah, I mean, these guys are crazy, and for, under 23, definitely amazing players. What we're seeing here, a lineup swap. Looks like Ko is going to be anchor, maybe. We're going to see a little bit more of Big Good here. If we can, Big Good's going to, oh, okay, so we're seeing some swaps from Aetherium, perhaps. Especially after Lil Flo's gameplay, I definitely think that they're in VC right now. They're probably talking it over. They're probably like strategizing, seeing who best they can take.
Yeah.
If I'm Aetherium right now, I mean, I guess I don't want to be, the person to be calling the shots here, but I definitely think Arts is a good pick into Lofo because the one stock that they have, it went pretty even. But as soon as Lofo was able to take out Arts stock, he just went on a rampage, man. He just let loose. But we're going to be seeing that action. They did take that into consideration. We're going to be seeing Lofo and Arts start off for yeah, we're going to see Lofo and Arts starting off for
Yeah.
game number 2.
And I'm definitely, I agree with what you said. Lofo and Art seem to be going back and forth last game. And Sleeper Moon, we didn't really get to see much gameplay from them, but they actually switched to the Tezca, which I'm excited to see considering I am a Tezca main. So I definitely hope they can change things up this game and go crazy on the Tezca. But
Yeah, most
Loflo,
definitely.
I mean, he's starting off the game similar to how he did last time. I mean, he threw away his weapon immediately, which is not the best, and now he's just eating a guitar string, so he'll definitely need to get a weapon if he wants to lock in like he did last game. But he's already lost the stock, and that is extremely unfortunate. Yeah, he just threw his weapon, and he wasn't able to get it back until it was too late. And Art doing really well in this matchup, so if Art can take out Lil Flo, then that'll definitely benefit his teammates, because Lil Flo was just destroying everyone, and oh my. Art with
Yeah.
the side sigs, just like they're just connecting, and on Caspian they just do so much damage and force. But Lil Flo almost getting another read there with a D-sig, but he's already in red on his last stock, so it doesn't really seem like he'll be able to extend very much. Throws his weapon again, unfortunately, and he gets his sword back. I don't know if he'll be able to get this KO considering the damage difference, but
Yeah, definitely gonna have to be, you know, man, it's looking rough right now for low flow, because he's on his last stock pretty deep in the red, whilst Art is still on there first. I mean, he does have weapon control though. He just has to try their best to see if they can get this KO quickly here. Don't get hit with that down sake. But he's gonna be recovering instead, and that's gonna be low flow's 2 stocks taken quickly. And Aetherium took out the MVP for round 1. Can that be that might actually play a huge difference here for this round 2 here. But we're seeing Koa making the swap over to the Terros here. I forgot what legend they locked. Oh, it was a Wu Shang. So this is 2 different picks here. I think I know a little bit about Koa. I mean, he plays Axe, so it wouldn't be a surprise here that he is going to be favoring this Axe over the Hammer. We're going to see how he does here. Hopefully the legend swap is what's needed. From both sides actually, it was, I guess, well, the players that didn't do too well, they made legend swaps. That being Koa, Sleeper making the swap over to Safka. So hopefully these legend swaps is gonna work out for it. But man, Koa last time in round 1, he did struggle quite a lot to play against Art. Hopefully we can clean up here. And possibly take this KO and even it up for SpiritRealm.
right.
Doesn't look like.
And Art is just connecting with these side sigs at the side of the stage. It just doesn't really seem like anybody is really able to punish him in neutral, and he's taken 3 stocks so far, so I guess he kind of stole Lil Flo's buff, but that N-sig is really big. He dodges the side sig though. If he can catch another one of those, he might be able to turn this back around. But the gauntlets are just doing so much right now. The D-sig was unpunishable, so he doesn't try to go for anything. Yeah, all he had left was a dodge, so that was an easy punish. And now that Art is gone, they're only about like a stock and a half down. So Spirit Empire can definitely bring this back if Low Flow like transfers his buff to someone else.
Yeah, I mean, for the moment being, that last stock, Big Good did kind of cook up on the Greatsword, so it would be interesting to see some Greatsword gameplay come out from them. But for the most part, Koa is playing it definitely slower. This Axe gameplay, he's kind of just trying his best to throw out some hits. Trying to be a little bit calculated, actually. Definitely kind of somewhat you need right now, but what you need right now is kind of a little bit more damage. You gotta try to see if you can take these stocks here. Okay, the Dare is just a Dare Fest down there. Oh my god, wait, he catches a recovery? No, he doesn't get the stock. The Dare now from Dangu. The ground pound weight. The round weight. The Axe Dare. Oh no, but they both just make it alive. The side sig, the down sig, and that's gonna be Koa gone. Big Good left now in the physically it should be 1.
Yeah, I definitely would have wished to see Koa last a little bit longer there, but unfortunately he threw out the panic side sig and immediately got punished for it. Definitely started doing some really good damage on Dangu though at the end there. And I mean, like you were saying, he was definitely playing a little bit slower, which I feel like is how Tyros is designed to play and why Tyros is so good in this meta. Just because, playing second beat is usually more optimal anyways, because it's typically less risky. But Bale doing some work on this hammer. I mean, he takes out Dangu pretty quickly, and you know, hopefully he can make something happen in this matchup. He has the hammer again. It worked well for him on the last stock. Dangu's unarmed. The lance spawns right into his hands. Wow, what a weapon spawn. But if Bale can extend with his hammer and get to the Tezca matchup, he might be able to win.
Yeah, if definitely he can able to take out his last stock here from Dangu pretty quickly. He could definitely go ahead and, you know, maybe tie it up. I mean, remember the defense is gonna come in a clutch here for sure. But Dangu is actually, well, this is the crossover for Sir Roland, and Sir Roland not too bad on the defense as well. So if anything, you know, Bika definitely has to be careful here. You know, you gotta watch out at these sword signatures, because yeah, I mean, he's ripping them out, man. He's really ripping them out.
I mean, yeah, it's pretty low risk at this point considering that they're up a stock, now up 2 stocks. So Dango can pretty much throw out as many SIGs as he wants, because like, if it hits, that's big, and if it doesn't, well, Sleeper Moon still has 2 fresh stocks waiting on Bale, so. D6 seemed like a bit much there, but he doesn't get punished for it, surprisingly. Dangu's now unarmed. Bale wants to take advantage of that. Gravity cancel, no dodge. He goes for the greatsword off stage. Punishes the only option he has left, and I mean, honestly, I don't think boots really are that good of a matchup in the greatsword. So if Bale can do something crazy here with the greatsword, I think he can really bring this back. Like, neither boots or gauntlets has a winning matchup in the greatsword. Well, let's see how he plays his Tezca.
Yeah, I mean, Aetherium definitely has the lead right now, but it all comes down to, you know, if Bale can just really hold the stage right now and try your best to, like, get the damage in here, because that's what you need. You need big strings, you need something, you know, going good for you, but right now, I mean, Sleeper's just getting the damage here, and it's almost looking like it might be cooked. It is, and that's going to be the stock. It is 1-1 right now.
Sleeper Moon definitely looking much more confident on those battle boots that game. We didn't really get to see much of him last game, but I hope he stays on the Tezca for game 3. Now it seems like we're getting some more legend swaps, possibly.
Yeah.
Wow. So no legend swaps, just position changes. Art is now, I think it's what's called the anchor. That's what you call the last person, right?
Yeah. So Art's going to be the anchor. It looks like they're basically, they kind of counter picking, I guess.
Yeah, I guess they saw that
Yeah.
low flow is last, so they want Art to go up against low flow, so it makes sense. Sleeper Moon gonna be first up against Bale. I mean, honestly, even though the boots were looking pretty good last time, I think if Bale's able to adapt and figure out how to play the matchup, he'll realize that a greatsword is really good here. So things might change up this game, especially since he gets the weapon first.
Mm-hmm. A little bit of, I guess, insider information. Bigid also plays Red Raptors, so they're gonna be no, like, they're not gonna be like too surprised by the boots here. They're gonna at least have an idea of you know, what Sleeper has in mind. But you know, all players are unique to their own playstyle. So disgraceful for this boots here. I mean, the boots did do pretty well. But Bigid just has to, like I said before, they have to control the stage. They have to find the right openings, and they have to get, you know, some long signatures, because that's what Greatsword is known for. That's where you get the damage. These long strings, once you get the good damage in there, yeah, that's gonna be it. But you know, Bigid just has to find the right openings here, and I think definitely Bigid, once he gets that, he can you know, get some good damage in here and maybe even build a lead here for SpiritRealm starting off early.
Yeah, Sleeper Moon exclusively approaching from the air so far. I think that was the first time I've seen him do a grounded attack the entire stock. Yeah, and it seems like Bill's starting to catch on to that, catching these, I don't even know if you can call them landings, because he's not even really trying to land. But yeah, Sleeper Moon loses his first stock there, and Bale's looking pretty good.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah, Sleeper Moon's just playing very floaty, jumps off of the platform and throws out a SIG, and I think Bale's starting to punish it pretty accurately. Oh,
Yeah,
no
this is the
dodge.
first time. I was about to say that was the first time we saw him pick up the gauntlets as well too, and it doesn't look like he's favoring it, even though he has that level 100 Mordex. Um, it seems like he's been mostly on the boots. Um, Now he picks up the gauntlets for the moment being. He's probably trying to. He's probably praying that maybe he can get this stock out here pretty quickly. Or do something. It's gonna be the gauntlet recovery though to take the stock, and it ties it up. But this damage lead that Big Good has is just phenomenal.
Yeah, he got an extremely good lead. It seems like Sleeper Moon just wasn't able to adapt to the Magyar. He takes him off the edge of the stage. Isn't able to get anything else off of it though, and that's the stock right there.
Mhm. That's great sword for you. And Big Good is gonna be, building the lead for SpiritRealm at the moment. Now he's gonna be finding Dango, who's gonna be going in the sword now. And that's the thing as well. Having Lofo as an anchor is gonna be strong because we saw what his potential in round one. But
Right.
since you put Art at the end here, you can, especially because Big Good, I mean, started off, has the lead here. If he can get Dangu out, or if he can get any damage actually, that's just gonna put more pressure onto Art because Art has to not only go through low flow, but he also has to go through whatever lead that SpiritRealm is building up right now. So very good plays coming in from SpiritRealm here, in terms of just lineup wise, into pushing Art down to the end. Gonna give him a more of a harder time to try to make that combat. But I mean, Big Good, he's doing phenomenal right now. Able to take out one stock already from Dangu, and he's looking for more damage at the moment.
Yeah, I'm noticing that on his greatsword for his like kill confirms, he's going for Enlight Delight side light instead of Enlight Delight Enlight, and I'm pretty sure that's jumpable, but it doesn't seem like anybody's trying to jump it, or maybe they changed that. But as far as I remember, that is jumpable. But Dangu finally able to get him out of the game, down about a stock and a half. Dangu's been going pretty even with most of the players so far across all of the games. So I don't know if he'll be able to close this gap. So hopefully he can just get as much damage as he can. Hope maybe even a stock, and then Art can try to bring things back.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, Art is definitely the key player that Aetherium has here for the threes. Definitely someone we got to look out for. But right now, I mean, Goa has a hammer in hand. Definitely not their preferred weapon, but they're still out pretty decently on their first stock. They got to try their best here to see if they can take off this last stock from Dangu. Looking for a signature to KO here. Dangu picks up the sword. Interesting options. I mean, coming out from
The
Koa.
side sig is crazy, bro.
Yeah, that was a very interesting side sig. Come on, Koa, you gotta try your best here to pick him up. Okay, but just like that, Dangu actually ties up the stocks. And he was looking to weapon starve there, but was just unable to do so.
Yeah, Dangu playing really well into this Teros matchup. Koa's doesn't seem to be able to get this last hit. Throwing out a lot of hitboxes. I think he needs to go back to playing a little bit slower, because he really only needs a few more hits!
Wait, did he actually just take out? He did. Just take out Koa.
Dangu just got a crazy clutch. I just never expected that to happen. He just caught like 3 dares off the side of the map, and they all just hit. And because unarmed dare beats out recovery, it just works. And now Aetherium is in the lead again. Wow. Low flow though. First game took 4 stocks, so I mean taking 3 stocks doesn't really seem that difficult of a task for him if he can get back to that level of play.
Yeah, especially for the man, especially for the health that Dango is at. You see Dango is just trying to get like any weapon throws, just trying to find any openings at the moment, and just unable to do so because Lil Flow gets a nice down sig in there, and now it's just Lil Flow versus Art. They're gonna shuffle out, get a new pair of guitars, and this matchup was actually the starting matchup for round 2. But now we're seeing it at the end here. Let's see how it goes, because it resulted before into Art getting the win here, getting the upper hand. I don't know, maybe Lil Flow, after those 2 games, maybe he has his number here, but he has to just try his best here to see if he can lock in, and see if he can clean this one out for SpiritRealm, or does, the Aetherium get it? I don't know.
Yeah, it seems like Art is still able to hit these side six at the corner of the map. Everybody's just walking into them. Low Flow definitely playing better than he did last game when he had to fight Art, because it seemed like he was getting extremely dominated last game, but this time he's keeping it relatively even and neutral, even though he's in somewhat of a disadvantage now. He has a... yeah. The weapon throw takes away his last option, and then he dies, but I mean, it's still possible. Like, Low Flow, as we saw in the first game, got the last stock buff, so this might be it for him. You know, he's finally realizing the pressure, and the insig connects, and he has nothing to get back, and just like that, it's even again.
Yeah. If anything, man, I don't want to be seeing that sword. That Katars is going to be it all the time. And honestly, Lilflow's mindset is just like it's just been gas all day, baby. Like he's nonstop, he's non-stopping. He's gonna get all in your face. Like that's Lilflow's play style. And honestly, that's kind of Art's play style as well too. Except like he just throws out some signatures here and there as well too. But man, I mean, these two guys have definitely very similar play styles. But if anything, I mean, they both have Katars in their hands. I don't know who's gonna take it here, but it's very even up here for what is the last game of the cruise.
Absolutely, yeah, this game has been extremely crazy. I mean, especially Dongu getting that crazy gimp on Koa. I just never expected to see that happening. But Low Flow in advantage, he's keeping Art disarmed, and he pulls out the sword to get the KO, which makes a lot of sense. Really, as soon as he gets one D-Light, maybe two, he'll be able to get that kill, but the ground pound is it, and SpiritRealm takes the win in the 3v3s.
Is up 1-0. So basically, in order for Aetherium to push us to the 1v1s, they need to win the 2v2s here. We got Xanderson and Number C playing 2s here. With the cross and the Ogrim. And we got another cross from the Aetherium side. And the Brin coming in from QR set here. It's gonna be interesting to see how both of these teams play here. Definitely, I mean, starting off right now, SpiritRealm has the lead. Xander's kind of going crazy on the lands.
Yeah.
It's definitely gonna be interesting to see this cross mirror though.
Yeah, I was just about to say that, because Cross has definitely been less popular, I feel like, in 2s lately. After all, like, I think he got nerfed.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know how many patches in a row.
Oh my. The Blaster's nerf, I mean, you remember the good days of the Chronics, right?
Yeah, like Cross Onyx, but now you don't really see Cross, like, at all anymore. I mean, I see, like, Wu Shang Onyx, and then what else? I mean, I think that's really...
There's well, Wu Shang and, well, Ogrim, I guess, it's a common...
Yeah, that makes
sense. A common one as well. But yeah, I mean, kind of like any of those legends that have, like, basically spear, you gotta go on. It's a very intricate, like combination that you gotta go through. I mean, but for the most part, it's been kind of mostly these weapons, in the 2s comp. But I mean, getting back to this game here, SpiritRealm is looking pretty good. They're holding on to their first stocks. That's great. And they're already looking to take these seconds here. Oh my goodness, Xander! Holy days!
The D-Light into side sig?
I think Xander had him there, and Sipo's like, nah, man, that's my KO. He stops him mid-end light or something, and then gets the side stick, and he takes that stock there. And just like that, I mean, SpiritRealm is doing wonderful. I mean, already up 2 stocks, and I mean, it's 2v2, so that lead could diminish very quickly depending on, the appropriate adjustments Red Team makes. But
I don't know, bro. SpiritRealm is looking extremely confident in this game. I mean, just like walking them down, like they're still fresh on their second stocks, and Aetherium is already in red on their last stocks. Yeah, Bryn almost getting knocked off on the side of the stage there. Cross getting taken off the top with the insig, and the D-Light recovery kills. That game was 2.5 minutes long. Wow. Quite some impressive gameplay coming out from SpiritRealm. Aetherium is definitely going to have to figure out what their response is going to be to that, because that was dominating.
Yep. So looks like they're just gonna be running it back. I'm not sure if we're gonna be seeing a legend swap here from Kit, or I guess say Kai or Kit.
I mean, I would think it would be K, cause like
Hey, yeah.
if you pronounce it like how they do, and like I don't think it has anything to do with Japanese, but like if it was in Japanese, it would be like K E. So like it's probably, and you say that really fast, it sounds like K, so it's probably K.
Yeah.
But yeah, he pulls out the Onyx this time. Yeah, gets off the cross because I mean that just makes sense. Like Onyx might be the best 2v2 legend. I mean, if you don't include a Mugi, who's just the best all around. But that guy's banned anyway. So yeah, Onyx
Yeah, yeah.
definitely a
Thank
good
God.
pick for this right now. Hopefully it's gonna be a response.
I mean, as we were talking about, just
Huh?
oh, I
Oh,
thought it was
okay.
gonna jump. Oh, I thought we were about to reset.
Yeah, I was like, what is happening?
Yeah, I don't know, but I was about to say like as we were talking about like two's compositions, Chronix was one of them, but like you said before, Cross definitely got the the brute end of the nerves, but Onyx was still pretty good, and we saw Onyx kind of transition over. A lot of people swapped out from Cross and they picked up the Wu Shang, and so Wu
Mm-hmm.
Shang and Onyx was a really good pick as well too, and still is a really good pick here. And now we're seeing this
Absolutely.
Onyx pick here. What was that GC
Who is
down
he
signal? Are we booming?
DCing?
Are we
Who is he
booming right now? Like,
fighting?
what's going on? Oh my goodness, because
Again?
oh,
Wait, he
he's
has to be
seeing ghosts,
trolling,
bro.
right?
He's actually seeing ghosts. Like, this can't be tech. I mean, he's GCing and lighting. Like,
I mean, K has a very interesting game plan for sure. I mean, he tries
oh,
to get the extension there. I mean, he's going for follow-up, so that makes sense.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know what to say about those D6 and that end life. Definitely some very interesting options, but I mean, they're keeping it even, so maybe this is the mix-up that they needed.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. After all those down sigs, he's still the only person with their first stock still on the
Yeah,
field.
that is
So
true.
maybe it was just tech. Never mind. I had to say something because Xander just took him out. Holy moly. Well, I guess for the first time, I guess in this best of five, we're seeing that SpiritRealm is down in this 2v2. So something has to pick up here, but I mean Xander's putting in the work. I mean, basically tied it up. It's all up to Xander here though to hold their second stock, and maybe they can get some damage done to this Onyx here. But remember, they're no longer like Aetherium doesn't have this ditto of the cross anymore in the twos here. So I guess maybe they're feeling a little bit more comfortable with this Onyx pick here. And like you said before, I mean, they're just looking for these follow-ups, and they're doing well into you know getting those follow-ups in there. Oh, because there you go, there you see it. Nice, that's a good follow-up there coming in from Aetherium.
Yeah,
Able to get
K's
some good
doing
damage on Steve's last stop.
he's doing a much better job of staying alive than QR set right now. So I feel like if they target QR set, then this will be an easy win. But K is slowly starting to lose his grip on this second stock, and Numbers is already in red on last, so he's also going to have to play pretty safe if he wants to win this game. Stocks are even. They might be able to get this KO on QR set before K comes back, but he stays off the edge of the stage in order to not get comboed. And now it's looking like Aetherium is an advantage here. Yeah, Numbers extremely damaged, but the Lance going crazy, and you almost had
I
something
saw,
there. And
I
yeah, the
saw the
compound
dream.
kills. But I mean, QR set isn't red on last stock, so if Anderson can take out QR set, he might be able to clutch the 1v1 afterwards. And yeah, QR set already extremely far off the side of the map because of the damage, and now they're both in red. I mean, Ulgrim Sigs can hit multiple people at once, so like one Sig might take them both out. It's really anybody's game still. K trying to go for the team combo with the dare, but he misses, and now Zenderson is disarmed, and it's looking pretty bad here. He's getting edge guarded and weapon starved, and yeah, he's not able to make it back. And that is 1-1.
1-1 in the best of five. Yep. So pretty simple, pretty even game. Yeah, and we're not gonna be making any swaps so far. Maybe just like I guess a legend swap. Maybe that's not a legend swap. Sorry, maybe a map. We're gonna be going different map. No, not even the different map. They're just gonna be running it back. I guess go next. That's the strategy here.
I mean,
That we're
yeah, considering how confidently Spirit Empire played the first game, I think they just needed to get a little bit more information on K's Onyx and formulate a different game plan. And, you know, hopefully they get some accurate punishes on the GCD SIGs if we see those again. So, yeah. Okay, looking pretty good on the cannon, though, taking Zanderson off the edge of the stage. Numbers sort of stepping in to save his teammate, though. Yeah, QR set off the side of the stage. K accidentally getting a combo on his teammate there, and it's pretty even so far. Oh, that's big. Oh, but he touches.
Barely. Okay, but I mean, right now in terms of damage, it's really even amongst both sides. They're able to take off QR set here, and then K's left now. Most healthy's on field, kind of. Yeah, he's basically the most healthiest on the field. If anything, Bootsy Mirror has to focus on the Sonics here pretty quickly. See if we can take it out. Okay,
no
that's
chase dodge.
That's one way to take him out.
Yeah, that was a interesting team combo there for sure. And I mean, SpiritRealm would definitely have a much bigger lead if they punish K for all these gravity cancels that he's throwing out, because he uses his dodge a lot, and we're seeing a team combo a little bit there. Got some good damage on the QR set, and he almost died from the D-Sig, and that just shows how broken team combos are in twos. And oh my, K's still going. The GC D-Sig comes out again, he gets punished for it, and the N-Sig connects, and so shockingly he's alive.
But QR set with the save, just well played, man. Because, man, I mean, that just was like a roller coaster, because at one point, SpiritRealm was up, they were like fresh white stocks, had QR set on red, and they were like getting the damage done. But just a little glimmer of hope coming in from Aetherium, they were able to get a nice little combo there and just completely reverse things up. And now, I mean, stocks are even. The damage is very close to being even with Seif. The healthy's on the field at the moment. That's gonna be both team, both stocks from Aetherium there coming out. And I mean, Xander is really like barbecue health right now, but somehow Xander is still able to hold this still, and they're getting damage.
Yeah, I mean, Lance is one of those weapons that can be hard to punish if you don't think about it carefully, but he's in the 1v2 while his teammate's spawning in, and yeah, instantly eats a D-Sig. And I mean, yellow and orange isn't that deep, so Aetherium still has chances here. Almost gets a Gimp off the top, but the side stick connects, and I don't think he has options left. Yeah, he goes for the Nair instead of going back to the wall of the stage, unfortunately. I think that may have been a misinput, or he was trying to hit his teammate in order to get a chase dodge. But now K is in the 1v2 in red health on his last stock. I mean, anything is possible, but it's not really looking too good.
Yeah, it's definitely not looking too good. Seif now, I mean, I don't know, man. It's Seif and Xander, they gotta try to see if they can get something to kill him here. Yep, that's gonna be it. And that's gonna be a 2-1 in favor of SpiritRealm. They got Aetherium on their back foot. Now it's match point, and
the Chun-Li comes out.
Yeah,
Shang Onyx.
Shang Onyx, yeah.
Reesman said, if SpiritRealm loses, I'm gonna crash out for real. Oh yeah, because you're in SpiritRealm. That makes sense.
I mean, they're this close. You know, I mean, they won the 3s. They're so close to winning in the 2s. But you know, this legend swap could definitely be beneficial for Aetherium into pushing this to game 5. I mean, you're bringing something new to the table, something that you're probably not, you know, prepared for. And to be honest, this Onyx pick was just amazing from K. I mean, he's just able to hold his stock. He's able to get the damage in, and maybe this legend swap is what is needed for Red Team to bring this one back up and you know, tie it up and bring this to game 5. But we're seeing here just Xander and Seif with the consistency, staying with these legends. From loss, from win, they're just here to win it all. Oh my goodness, what a deep down stick that Xander got there.
Yeah, numbers on the cross, just sticking to it. Oh, QR set, trying to go crazy on the unarmed, but he overextends and loses his stock, unfortunately. Bounces his head off the bottom. Seemed like there could have been some team combo potential there, but they don't really go for much. They're kind of just trying to play it safe, which makes sense because they're already up 2 stocks. The GC D-Sig comes out again from K, but unfortunately he doesn't get punished. It's a very interesting mixed up, I must say. Oh yeah, my, K also bouncing his head on the bottom of the stage, and Aetherium is playing a different game down there. They need to lock in because it's not looking too good.
Yeah, man, they're bumping their heads, man. It is not looking good because this is game 5. Not game 5, this is game 4 right now. And you're on match point. And you can't be afford to be bumping your head in what is the last match for the 2v2s, or what could be the last match for the 2v2s for you. And especially because you lost the 3s. Because you need the 2v2 win to push it to game 5. And right now,
Yeah.
SpiritRealm is looking pretty stacked right now. They got 5 stocks to 3. And,
Ooh.
well, 4 stocks to 3. If anything, right now, Xander just has to be careful not to get hit into a combo, but they definitely got to look to take out Kuraset's second stock here.
Yeah, K potentially on his last stock of the entire CV, and it's not looking too good. QR set is in really dark health. I mean, anything can kill him at this point. Onyx has a little bit more defense, so he'll probably live a little bit longer. K accidentally hitting his teammate with the recovery. He doesn't die, and oh my. He's just beating on his teammate, but yeah, and
oh no.
Now they're both on last stock. K is just trying to do his best to stay alive at all. He's just staying on the edge of the stage with the N-Light connects, and that's it. And I mean, QR said if he wants anything to happen here, he definitely should probably play off stage. I mean, Gauntlet Gimps might be the only way that he can bring this back if he was going to.
Yeah, you got 4 stocks to 1, and you know, this is not the crew battles where you just gotta fight one person. This is 2v2s, bro. You got 2 people gunning for you, and man, they are vicious. It's match point. What's going through the head of QR set right now? Because I have zero idea. I mean, like you said, you got to play it off stage. You got to try to get something big here. I mean, he's getting things on safe, but they're just unable to do that. That's going to be a 3-1. And that is it. SpiritRealm takes it in wonderful fashion. That's going to be a 3-1 in the 2s and a 2-0 for SpiritRealm against 8.
Wow, crazy work. Thank God.